it's John Piper with the weekend video, and it's Saturday the 19th of June. Bitcoin, we've seen this possible 1, 2, 1, 2, but now it's gone a little bit further. It's bounced away from the A equals C level, sorry, C equals A level at 41700, which is a negative. Discussed this on Thursday. But I remain positive. It's now gone even further down. The only bright spots here really are that this is an ABC, suggesting this is a corrective move. You could have a 4 there, but then that would overlap with the 1. So that was a 4, would overlap with the 1, which you're not meant to see. B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's a possible 5 waves here, which means it could be the end of this sequence. But any move below the low of this move here, which was around 34588, would mean this can't be a 1212 anymore. So that would be a little bit fatal for the bull case at this point in time. Haven't seen that yet, of course, but it's not far away. And this, again, we need confirmation. So this, we just need a decent thrust up that takes out this level here, and we've got the count will become 1, 2, 1, 2, and then a third wave rally. But it's looking a bit concerning right now, I think is the answer. I've left this on here, the calculation. This low here, if it counts as wave 4, at around 3,100. Wave 1 was 3.2, so we get the same move, 3.2x. We get to 99,200. Doing this looks a little bit more positive. We've got the possible 1 wave here. Rather extended wave 2, which now seems to have gone down to here. And again, no real sign of a bounce. I mean, it could be a bounce, but there's really nothing to go on at this point in time. And the low is now, so where are we? Yeah, it's just broken the Fibonacci 61.8% level, around 2182. It's gone down to 2138. But the count is a bit unusual, but it doesn't look like it's an impulsive move at all. It looks more like a correction. Maybe an A, B, some kind of extended C. I mean, to an extent I'm clutching at straws, but we have got this thrust up, and this does look corrective. So, exactly what's happening, I'm not sure, but there are positives in place at the moment. We just need to see some confirmation, which we're just not getting at the moment. So it certainly could go either way now. Bitcoin, I mean, both markets need to confirm a low really. And if we see that, of course, that would be great for bulls. If we don't see that, then we're going to go lower, and that will not be so good. So we just need to see something a bit more definitive, really, I guess, on both these markets. It was also falling further. If we look at the peak above $2,000 around here, and this big ABC down to here, looked like we were seeing a decent impulsive move from that. This decline has questioned that hypothesis, as it were, because the wave kind of did have, which was a 1, 2, 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3, is now negated by this move below the 1 of 3. So we need to think again, really. Let me just think again. The only wave count that fits here really is that this is actually an ABC. So A, B, C, A, B, and then a C down to there. Anyway, the most likely conclusion of this is that this actually ABC here is actually wave B of this, following this big A wave decline, which my computer is failed to show. Here we are. Let's just expand that slightly. So we had the peak at 2070. That would be in wave A. This is a wave ABC B wave. Well, it could be A of B, so it could be an A, B, C. So it might be another leg up first. Or this could be C, which may be a flat correction. It may go further, but right now it's looking negative. We could expect more downside to finish off the correction, even if we do see a C wave rally at this point. So I guess a similar count could apply to Bitcoin. There's actually the ABC here on the rally we're seeing, which is now looking like an ABC on Bitcoin, could similarly be a B wave, or perhaps the A wave of a B wave, and we could be due another leg up and another leg down to complete the correction. And that does seem the best count at this point in time. But the count doesn't work so well on Bitcoin because this is the A, B, C down to here. Then this is too small to be a complete sort of, this is all an A. This is too small to be a B, so it allows us to sort of at least see a C wave rally, I'd have thought. So you know, maybe the C wave rally conclusion is perhaps the better one at this time, before we see a bigger decline. I think any rally is good news to an extent. Anyway, we'll see how that develops, but right now it's all looking a little bit uncertain. On silver, the count actually I had in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, remains intact. Silver hasn't actually gone much lower, slightly, but not by much. So we can still see a wave 5 here. So to summarise on silver, could just be a wave, B wave, C wave, but this does actually still stand up as a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a rally, obviously, currently we're falling back, so see how that develops. Looking at FTSE, we see the same ABC type move at the start that we're seeing in the opposite direction on the precious metals and crypto, but here we've got the follow through I've been expecting, as it were. We've got the 1 wave, 2 wave, and now 1, 2, and a nice solid 3rd wave decline. I've been saying for a few days now, well, maybe a few weeks, can't remember exactly, but I think we've seen some major peaks coming in. A key level is 7,100, where we had a big C equals A. Going back a while, I've covered that before. But this looks like the peak is in now, and that we are in fact falling back quite sharply on FTSE. And I think this is the beginning of something, as I've been saying for a while, that we are due a bigger decline. I think that's now started. Similar on the DAX, not just a clear count. We've got a possible 1 here, I suppose, a bit messy. Then this would be, that could be a 2, I suppose. Well, it's not very corrective, but I mean, this is just a bit of a mess. I mean, it could be, well, hard to count really. I mean, it could be this is a corrective move, in fact. It's obviously got a sharp sell-off here, and it's been looking like it's been due for a sell-off for a while. So I do expect this to continue, but obviously I'll be looking at the patterns quite closely to see how it develops going forwards. On the Dow, we had this 1 wave a few weeks ago, in fact in May, so over a month ago. 2, now we're starting to see a bit more acceleration over the last few days really, with a break below this low here. So I think probably next week's going to be a rather negative one. I think it was option expiry on Friday. Often the following Monday can be a very sharp day. There would seem a good reason to expect that to be the case on Monday, in fact. This will continue, possibly fairly dramatically, with options expiry, as I say, on Friday. Finally, the Nasdaq has remained fairly positive until, of course, the action, as I say, into the sell-off yesterday. No real form here, but I think it will probably be suffering also. Anyway, I should be looking at the option prices. Probably think of selling calls on the DAX next week. I wish I'd done it yesterday, obviously, but I didn't. So we'll have to see how it goes. Of course, if we see a sharp fall, then the prices will rise dramatically anyway. I mean, the volatility will increase the price dramatically. So, but then it depends on the strike price as well. Of course, I mean, it's best to get a strike price that's you're selling calls above where the market is. Well, I mean, as it falls back, you want to be in before it falls back, ideally. Anyway, I won't say more about that. It's not something I recommend unless you know what you're doing, because selling any kind of option can be a road to ruin unless you know what you're doing with it. Anyway, that's all today. If I think it was useful, back to the report on Tuesday for subscribers. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.